Going to add to the print farm. Got several 3D printers behind me. Got one across on the other side of the loft here. I got some in the back room. We got them all quiet today, which is unusual, but makes it a little bit easier to do the audio on a video that way. So I'm going to add to the print farm. Recently bought a Creality Ender 3 V3 SC. That's a mouthful. Had some problems with it from the factory. Some of the parts were put on incorrectly from there, but we got that fixed and it does work, and I've got that in use. And that is one that I purchased. It was not provided to me to demonstrate or anything else. So there'll be some more reviews on that coming up. But what I'm going to talk about here is the Bambu Labs X1 Carbon. I'm going to buy one of those. And it's not going to be sponsored by anybody. I'm actually going to purchase it, and I'll take you along on the little purchase ride. So we'll head here on the computer, we'll get it bought, and then we'll see how long it takes to get here, and we'll take it from there. Okay, let's go shopping. This is the Bambu Labs website. I'm not going through anybody's affiliate or anything, just strictly to the website. And I'm going to go for the X1 Carbon, of course. And I'm going to go for the combo, which is right here. So the ETA, today is December 19th. The ETA says before January 5th. So that'll work. I'll add to cart here. I don't want to check out yet because I'm going to add some stuff onto this. So I do want this PEI plate. I want to have a spare hot end. So we'll add that. This cart thing's kind of a nuisance when you're trying to add things to it. Okay, PLA Basic. My colors here. Mistletoe green. Interesting. Not what I'm looking for. There's a white. I think that was right at the top there. Jade white. We use a lot of that, so I'm going to add 2 of them. That's a pretty good price here. I'll go with the marine blue. Add one of those. I want a spare hot end here too with the nozzle. 4. Good there. Getting these spare parts just to have them. And it's better to get this kind of stuff while you're doing the initial purchase. Prices for these parts are very reasonable. Yeah. This seems to happen on about everything. These thermistors go bad, so it's good to have some spares. Okay, I've gotten through all the spare parts I'm going to need here. I'm just kind of looking to see what else they have. They got about everything there. Okay, how much am I spending here? $16.19. Put a checkout here. And from here, I am not going to have my account up here, so I'm going to blank this part out. And just so you see here, shipping is not free. $35 charge there. And there's a total order. Today is January 5th. My X1 Carbon showed up, and just in the nick of time, because tomorrow I'm leaving on vacation for 2 weeks. Kind of get away from it all, so to speak. So I'm going to be able to get this unboxed today, but I'm probably not going to really be able to do much with it because I need to get packed and all kinds of stuff. But I did want to get this out of the box, take a look at it, see what I got, and my box of accessories is sitting over here on the floor. There just wasn't room for everything right here. So I need to get this out of the box first and kind of get it set on the table here and see what all I got. The easiest way to get this out of the box is to set the box on the floor, open it up, take all the packing out from around the edges, and they've got these 2 parts of this real heavy plastic bag taped to the top of the box, and it even shows little pictures on the flaps on the inside. You just grab it by these ears here and pick it up, take it out of the box. So that's how it comes out of there. Now I got to get it out of the bag. Now taped to the top up here is a quick start guide, which I'll take a peek at here a little bit. Front facing the camera here, there's a lot of tape to take off and plastic. So I'll get all that stuff peeled off. Then we'll take a look at what's inside. Easiest way to get this plastic off the front is to just take a pair of scissors and hack it up, because it wraps back around the hinge. You have to kind of work the plastic out from behind the hinge. That's the easiest way, is to just take a pair of scissors and cut a slice in the plastic. And then the same for the plastic that's around the glass lid on the top. I've already taken the plastic off. So the AMS unit is packed inside here with a whole bunch of stuff and foam. Almost makes you wonder how they got it in there. Okay, there are 2 screws to remove before you can lift that AMS out of there. And these little red arrows point to those screws. And you'll need a 2M&M alien wrench to get them out. They do supply one, but I like these better. I'm going to screw with the angle key on it. And now it should lift out. Yep, amazing. A little styrofoam block there, got to get out of there yet. Yes, I threw that in the trash can out on the floor. So we got a little plastic to unwrap off of this and some tape to remove. Okay, we got 4 more screws to remove. They show little red arrows here. And we got a snack pack in there. Super dry. Do not eat. Probably good advice. So one in front of the fan here is a dickens to get to. It's way down in there. You can't see what you're doing. And I thought I was on that before, but must not have been. There, I think I am this time. You can't see down in there. See if that got it. Yes, it did. We'll remove that. Yeah, we've got some little notification here. And they tell you to use a glue stick on that, and etc. We'll get to that later. Yeah, this part is actually farther back in the quick start guide, but since I'm right here with all this and the top's all wide open, there's 3 screws to take out to release the bed using the same size alien wrench. And the little red arrows pointing to them. One of them is over here. And there's one over here by the fan. They're long-winded too. And there's one clear at the back. Then we have some foam pieces to remove. Little piece of foam right here on the wiper and cutter that comes off, looks like that. So you need to get that out of there. Inside the little accessory box here is the touch panel screen for the front. Little bag. I'll remove this tape. Well, according to the quick start guide, we just plug that into the back. The receptacle back there for it. That was easy. And then it slips in these slots. And you push it to the left and it snaps in. Little screen protector on there. Okay, so what's in this little accessory box? Well, you got the power cord. You've got the cord to go, that's probably to go to the AMS. You have a glue stick. A bag here with safety guidelines. And this appears to be a spare hot end. I did order some spares. Yes, it is a spare hot end. So don't want to lose that. Then there's a bag here with some grease and a few more spare parts, a wiper and cutter blades, etc. This will be the rear spool holder, and then taped to the bottom is a pin down there for cleaning your nozzle, and a couple of Allen wrenches. Yes, I know they're called Allen wrenches. Grammar police would be all over me. Wish the power cord would have been a little longer. This is ridiculous. This is really short. It's only like 4 or 5 feet. So I'm going to be using the one I always have out here on this table instead. What I want to do here is power this up and see if I can move the Z-axis from the screen so I can get that foam out of there. I want to do it before I put the AMS on. Just make it easier to reach in there. Just notice another little piece of tape on the hot end enclosure up there you need to peel off. Okay, we want English. Next. We're going to skip the network for now. I want to skip a few things here for now. Calibration. Just wait here and let it run through its calibration. Then I'll get the AMS put together. We'll get a little filament loaded in there and see if I can make a quick test print. Running out of time here today. Yes, it's going to make these weird vibrating sounds. My kitty does that too, the one I've got back here in the corner. Okay, so the calibration is complete. It says next. And you can start printing. Of course, I'll have to do some setup here yet. There are some spare what they call cool plates in here, I guess. If it gets tore up and they got adhesive backs, you can stick them onto whatever there. I also ordered some other plates that are in my box of parts that we'll get to here in a little bit. And inside the AMS unit are a bunch of pieces of PEI tube. Maybe a bunch of pieces of Bowden tube as well here. Okay, I've got the AMS unit sitting on top, and I put the glass lid on, and yes, I know you're not supposed to have the lid on when you're doing PLA, but the ambient temperature up here is very cool, and if nothing else, I'll leave the door open for right now. This is not where this is going to live anyway. So this plugs into a connector on the back, and there's only one place you can plug it in. So I'm not going to turn this printer around because it's heavy. And then we have the cord to plug in. We have a long one and a short one. Inside the top of the AMS unit are some little plastic hold down tape things that go over the little desiccant spots you need to pull off. And then you have the desiccant is inside of a plastic bag, so we'll have to unwrap that. So these little screens just pop off. And then there's a little desiccant bag here. I know there's some trays you can print and use the blue desiccant that comes in bottles, and I use them with my compressor air dryers, so that's what I'll be using here in the future. And these guys just snap back down in there. I'm not making a mess here. No, a lot of trash pickup. Okay, now we need to load some filament. They do give you 3 sample spools of filament. For what this costs, you'd think they'd give you full spools. These are like, I don't know, they only look like a half a spool. I'll show you here when I get this out of the bag. So a little scale on the side, they give you 200 grams of filament. So it's not much. The end is taped. So you want to pull the tape off. Don't let go of that end. If that flips around and gets a wrap in it, it'll give you fits down the road. This sets in here on these rollers, and I'm going to cut that tag end off of there and feed that down into the pickup. And I guess we'll load a second one in there too. I don't know what color this other one is. Also says not to use cardboard spools, which is unfortunate because those are a lot easier to recycle. And I have a lot of filament on cardboard spools, so I know I'm going to have to print some of those things go around the outside. The cardboard spool to work in here. Okay, so for now I'll just load 2 spools. And I'm going to take the bed out and clean it because it's got like grease spots and stuff on it. Oh, there's a little close-up of what I'm printing. A little bench scraper is supposed to only take 13 minutes. It says filament ran out. Oh, I've got it in there. Well, the nozzle and the bed are heating up right now. And it's pulling the filament in from the AMS. Now it's doing is nozzle tip cleaning. It tells on here that the micro LiDAR camera lens seems to be dirty. Please clean the lens. No, we'll clear that for right now. So I guess I need to see what's up with the lens. Okay, in round 2 here, or I should say round 3, we're going into the auto bed leveling. And now waiting for the hot end to heat up. Oh, it's calibrating the extrusion. Okay. A little new on this. Okay, well, I'm not going to do the time-lapse photography because I didn't put a micro SD card in here yet. So we'll just ignore that. And it's a little hard to show what's printing in there, but it is printing. I get this set where it's actually going to live, and we'll get the camera all hooked up and set up and everything. Not the quietest printer. Of course, that doesn't matter up here because nobody lives up here. This is just where I run my printers. And when I get them all going, they all make some noise. The kitty over there in the corner makes quite a bit of noise when it's running. This is cranking that out there pretty quick, and I see by the vibrations on the table, wherever I decide to park this is going to have to be a lot more stable than this, because this is shaking the whole table here. Okay, so there's our first print. 13 minutes. I'll need to clean that off more thoroughly, but yeah, nice little scraper thing there. Looks pretty good. And of course, I'll be running more tests and everything on this. This is just something to do for a first print. Try this out. So there we are with the setup on it. It was fairly easy. I had a little bit of a hiccup there with, I don't know, it was dust or whatever was on that LiDAR lens, but wiped it off with a little bit of alcohol on a paper towel, and that took care of that problem. Otherwise, so far so good. Don't have a whole lot of time to get in depth on this. I'll do that after I get back from my little getaway vacation. But there's the initial startup of the Bambu X1 Carbon, Bambu Labs X1 Carbon. And I'll be really putting it through the paces when I get back later this month. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up, always helps the channel. And again, this is not sponsored, as you saw. I bought this. Roger, in the loft above the shop. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.